ati kukaa unajisikizia no, you should run to the hospital.
Nasikianga ukiwa helpless, worthless.
We start.
Tumekuwa
Hi guys, welcome to the second segment of episode 1, and as promised, vile tuliongelea in the first segment, we'll be introducing experts. We'll be having this real and cut and raw conversations about diabetes and everything that surrounds diabetes, and one of them is mental health, something that is not so much talked about. But so today we'll be talking about that. So I'm your host, Miha, and we have Josephine, and then our guest for today is Jane, the psychologist. But she will introduce herself vizuri kwa upana na urefu, kwa unono na ufupi na ukonda, and everything in between. So maybe Josephine, alafu tutaenda kwa psychologist.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are discussing about diabetes, work and mental health. Despite you being diabetes, life still has to go on. Lazima utafute.
True.
Because at the end of the day, you have to eat, you have to cater for your own medication. But again, we have some issues that affect us as people living with diabetes at work. So today we are going to discuss about these factors and issues that affect us tukiwa kazini.
Okay.
Yes. So maybe Niha, tunaweza anzia hapo.
Okay.
These factors, what are some of the factors unapitianga ukiwa kazini?
Well, once upon a time. Anyway, so I think just some of the factors ni where to inject, when to inject, nikisema when to how to inject, I mean mbele ya watu ama nijifiche. You know, some of us we are so we have that don't care attitude. Tunajidunga ngadi kwa restaurant, understand? But now kwa workplace maybe atujambia wasi we ni diabetic, so
discrimination.
Yes, ama uambiwe tutakurudisha, will welcome you back ukipona, you know, things like that. Vitu zenye tumeona kwa ground, no? Right? Yeah, so I think the factors for me is the kind of work environment inakaje in their culture, and how, when, where especially hapa, where to inject, ama if nitakubalika with my condition, that is if I decide to go this route, and see watu wengi wanapenda ya kuambiana about their condition. So I feel like those are some of the factors that I consider in just the work culture. Kama HR ni ule mtu wa, unaona zile ofisi, sitaki kusema ni ofisi gani, but zile ofisi zenye ukijua unataka kwenda, kwanza unajiita mkutano juu unazoongeleshwa vibaya huko. So is that the kind of environment you're going to as a person living with diabetes? Juu hapo kuongea tu kweli, hakuna
And also we are forgetting about the times you need breaks. Unaweza tu hapo kwa ofisi unasikia njaa, but umekula sijui mara ngapi. So you know, sometimes you even get a mental breakdown. Kwa hapo kwa stress tunashinda utaenda kuambia aje boss, then the following week you have an appointment. Like sometimes you have a mental breakdown. It becomes more stressful. So sometimes we don't know how to handle stress at work. And of course, if they know you disclose your condition, you might experience discrimination, stigma. So Jane, so how can we handle some of these factors?
Well, those are very good concerns, and they're concerns that we see on day to day. First, before ataniende into those concerns, and now answer yes, not really who is Jane. Yeah, we can start on now why diabetes and mental health is an important thing. because most of the time inasemangwa tu kama kupita. Hata kwa clinics si try kusema ati it's not done right, but even kwa clinics it's just like a sentence. I don't know if you've experienced that. Yeah, like uko na stress? Hapana, tunasonga mbele. But it's a day to day, and from what I know is managing diabetes is 99% outside clinic.
True.
Yeah, 99% outside clinic, 1% kwa clinic. So first, before now we go into the questions, this is Jen, founder of Diapsych Limited. It was an initiative that I started based on the gaps I saw, based on what you are talking about, based on seeing people, based on also just listening to your podcast. A lot of those mental health issues came up. And having done a master's in psychology, I thought this is a gap that we really need to consider.
Sure.
Yeah, so at Diapsych we don't only do like face-to-face psychology. I know when we hear psychology we're like,
therapist, who is your therapist?
Mnakuja kukaa na Jen 1 hour ukimwangalia hapo hivyo ukisema shida zangu. No, I think mental health has a wider range of things, and one of the things we do is understanding diabetes in workplace, and also initiative to just create awareness within the industries, within the corporate world. Kwanza kwa corporate ndio najua muna
tuseme
kuna a lot of rank. Kuna your boss's boss, the other indirect line bosses, and most of the time tuko zile za so who do I disclose to, who do I ignore. But at the same time kuna pia wale wanakustress na you still feel like they don't need to be
au colleagues au your desk mate.
But also again, as much as it's something different from other people, does not mean that you're not able to do your job.
True. I love that.
And most of the time I also see people don't want to be taken like special.
Yes, we don't want.
But at the same time you need the accommodations. We need good accommodations so that you can be able to take your insulin and everything. So let me start from what Neha you had asked. Where do you disclose? I think it's more of a personal choice.
Yes.
Plus your work environment. Sometimes, as much as it's your personal choice, we don't want you to be jobless. The money is good.
and it's sweet. And you have it gives you freedom.
Lazima tulipe rent. Rent za Nairobi.
Lazima tununue insulin.
Exactly. Yes.
Medical cover. Yes. So a lot goes on, and the way umesema point ya you whether to disclose or not, and where to take your insulin, you see it's not a yes or no answer.
It is not.
It's a lot comes in, a lot of factors comes in your work environment. So where do we come in as mental health people? How well do we sensitize workplaces about chronic diseases? And also, how good is your people and culture division? Are they accommodative to those changes? Do they understand that this is a real change and this is not just someone trying to get away from their work? And then now we come to as an individual, you have not really the right, but you are at the discretion to either say or not.
Okay.
But if we have people who understand it's a chronic disease and the workplace is accommodative, it makes your work easier. So we address a lot.
Hapo kwa to know if someone if you're comfortable sharing, because let me tell you something I've experienced firsthand. Unaweza fikiria the person you're telling about or disclosing about your condition, like they are very understanding, and then you you realize our bado ndo the backbiters wenye wanaenda ku spread things out there. So I feel like, I mean, I don't know if you should disclose it or not, but just like you've said, there's so much that goes on before you make that decision to disclose or not. But then sometimes unajipatanga you're on a crossroad, and the only way, you don't want to disclose your condition to people, but unajipata tu mahali something happened, maybe you got a hypo or you got a hyper, ama hujalala the whole night and you won't be able to report to work, you know. And so you're like, lazima nipatie my employer a good reason why I can't report to work. So in the case of disclosing, are there like a better way to approach it other than kwanza kusoma watu, ama ni kusoma mtu kwanza and then you understand? At what point oh yes,
disclose your condition.
Ama ni hypo iku disclose or hyper iku, ama what do you?
To be honest, there is no textbook. There's no textbook definition. Depends with your company. What policies do we have in place? Company yako policy inakaaje? Okay. Do you need to report to HR? Do you need to report to your direct manager and the HR? So also, I feel like also companies should also be proactive, honestly. They should realize that clause that says we do not discriminate and employ all kind of people. It should be a real thing and not just for their eyes, but it should be a real conversation. And even you, by the time now you look at the policy, you know, if I'm looking at this company policy, this is a place that I can comfortably start.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll say the first thing is understand your company policy, the company you're working for. Okay. What are the policy already existing? To now and understand what does the government of Kenya say about it. Then you'll come from a point of information.
Okay.
Yes. And because kuangalia watu, people can pretend for as long as possible.
Oh, people do.
Yeah. Plus you don't have the backing and the confidence. So you'll be like, what if I read someone wrong? And then it still brings the guilt thereafter. Maybe I read someone wrong. You feel like, why did I allow this to happen? So policies, and honestly, it's not marketing, but if at all you feel like you need someone to help you talk to your HR or you could just ask for a representation. Could I have my therapist or my lawyer or whatever, if you can afford one? Could I have them just see which accommodation we can have and be your own advocate?
Wow.
I guess that's the gap we are having as advocates. We have a big role to play to create awareness among the employers. Because I guess what they don't understand is my condition does not affect my productivity. So with me having a good or conducive environment, I guess I can be very productive. But then, because of lack of awareness, I guess they think if you have a condition, you are not productive. Because at the end of the day, it's about money, their own business. So they're going to think of how much time will this person be taking for their appointments, not reporting to work. You see? So I guess we as advocates, we also have a big role to play.
And also not just for others. It's good to play the advocating roles for others, but also start with yourself. Know how to create those boundaries, even for you. Know what kind of talk can I get, can I allow, and which ones can I not allow. It also helps the workplace easier, because the policies are good. On paper, let me tell you, there's nothing companies do well like paper the papers are good.
Yeah.
The problem comes to the execution.
Yeah.
So how well can you as Joe say, no, this is not what is supposed to happen, and say it in a way that looks very respectful and not like I am trying to fight you or I'm trying to get myself fired, but to just advocate for yourself in a respectful manner. I don't think this is what's supposed to happen, and I think the policies say ABCD, and looking at the track record of my work, I haven't done anything against that. So also being confident in yourself, advocate for yourself in the most respectable way, and now when you do, you also, in hindsight, advocating for people who will come after you.
Okay.
Because now if you come, you are able to say this is not what's supposed to happen, this is what is supposed to happen. In future, that HR, whether it's the same company or a different company, will know this is not how we treat people living with chronic conditions.
True.
Yes.
True. So Josephine, could disclose ama not to?
I will disclose.
You will?
Yes, because if I pass out because of a hypo, what are they going to do? Watakuja kunipepeta ama watakuja kunipe glucose? So you know, sometimes you have to disclose because of lack of awareness. Wanaweza dhani ni kupepetwa. Kitambo kiamka shule walikuwa nakufanya
mpatieni hewa. Yeah.
Yes. So since we are talking about these factors, tumezi discuss.
Yeah.
So Niha, do you think like when we as champion, when we want to choose our career path, our employment, we should consider our condition, because hakuna venye utaenda mjengo, it requires a lot of energy and more of physical work and a lot of break, because you're using a lot of energy ndio uweze kuboost your energy. What do you think? Because sometimes we need, I don't know, educate, because huwezi enda kazi ya mjengo ukiwa na you're on insulin.
Yeah.
Maybe also, okay, I know there are some medics wenye wako type 1. So I don't know how they handle. Maybe you are a surgeon, uko na a 12-hour surgery. So how do they work, or how do they mitigate through these challenges?
I think you remember in season 1 tulikuwa tunasema diabetes should never be a limiting factor.
Yes.
I feel like if unaelewa vizuri how if you took your insulin and unajua unafaa kutake like snack before after breakfast and before lunch, I feel like venye tu utajipanga, it shouldn't determine the kind of work that you'll do, because trust you me, kuna watu wako na diabetes na wako kwa mji
na ni forma natakupea time saa zote forma nataka unitie mama msichana wa uji.
No, I think it comes maybe Jen unaweza tupatie your insight, but I think it comes down to how are you managing your insulin and your food, or your insulin and your diet. Una take units ngapi na chakula kiasi gani?
Interesting
because
enough.
To be honest, unaona take kazi hii ya corporate body ama ya 9 to 5 ya pia trust you me, saa zingine ile stress yenye unapewa job, it's equal to the kind of work ama energy yenye mtu wa mjei atatumia kupandisha maybe mawe 10 kutoka ground floor hadi first floor.
True.
You understand? But saa mtu anajimanage aje, I don't know, maybe naongea kama alafu mwanzo kuniambia happy birthday Beyonce, don't mimi I just think because nimefanya biashara, and with biashara there's lazima kuwe active all the time. And maybe mtu atasema wewe umejiandika so you can take breaks, but still bado nimefanya corporate kwenye I use a lot of energy and bado niko na employer. So I feel like it come down to how are you managing your insulin and your diet. I really don't know. Don't want to sound kama ulemse.
I get you. Funny enough, I know a lot of doctors who are living with type 1. Yeah. I know a number of them who are living with type 1 diabetes. It comes back to you as a person living with diabetes. You know, even a slight thing like stress affects blood sugar. Like your blood sugar is not textbook. Itakuwa 4, 5. It's never textbook. A lot of factors affect it. So it comes back to a personal understanding. How do I understand myself as Nyeha? What are my schedules? What are my goals? What kind of life do I need to have? So if you understand yourself as Nyeha and the kind of life you want to have, then after you have a picture of it, it comes to now the correct information of diabetes, not the myths, the facts.
The facts.
Yeah, what are the facts? I need to inject my bolus after every meal. So the kind of life I want as Nyeha versus the schedule that diabetes demands, how do I find a balance? And when I find a balance, what kind of help or support do I ask from people or from those around me? Yeah, so it's good maybe to be cautious of which career path you are taking, but also it doesn't mean that you should shy away from the careers that you want or from the life that you want for yourself, because you're still Nyeha, or she's still Josephine before the diabetes. There's a person with ambitions, with dreams, with everything in between. So doesn't mean that diabetes made you stop existing. So still from you, we find out who you are. So this is Nyeha. This is her ideal life. This is my ideal life without diabetes. This is what I would like. And these are the facts. And this is what diabetes is demanding from me.
Okay.
This is what I can do for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I can comfortably inject. I can comfortably do this. Now, where do I need support? And which kind of support do I need? And where do I ask for that support? Yeah. I hope that answers.
Yeah. Mi naweza taka tu kusikia Josephine kinyatasema.
Mimi.
Kama it helps.
Reality
Is
our hard reality is.
Yeah.
You cannot escape stress.
You
so
can't.
Either you are working or you are not working.
True.
Stress will still be there.
Either you're employed or not.
Either you're employed or not, because if you are employed and the work environment is not conducive, so you might fall into acute depression because of stress. If you are not employed, you are unemployed, you still have depression, because at the end of the day you still need to cater for yourself.
True.
Yeah.
True. Mi nitasema, well, maybe my employers, ex-employers, current employers, they've shown me great support, because that time I will really feel I can't report to work, and I will just tell them I'm not feeling well, and without even explanation they'll understand.
You need to shout out.
Yes, shout out. I will, but kama mnaniona nyinyi ni wa maana sana. Sana.
Yes. For me, my former job, my boss was diabetic, so we used to share. But it was so unfortunate that he died because of long-term
complications
of diabetes, kidney failure. But he was so accommodative.
Maybe we should one day discuss about that.
Unajulizanga, like for me, my current one, the manager, my directors know about my condition. But now my supervisors, now my colleagues, I can't disclose it to them.
So sometimes
you have to balance. Unajua ni nani unaambia na ni nani utaambia.
Ni deskmates usiwaambie.
So I was waambiangi.
But yeah, I think maybe people can learn from other employers, like how they, saa zingine hata you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be human and put yourself in the shoes of that other person. Imagine someone has not slept the whole night because of low blood sugars, but you don't want to understand. Unampatia tu wenda ukiwa sawa, you'll come back. I think it again comes down to how humane are you. Are you even human if you don't want to accommodate others? And funny thing, jana I was watching a TikTok video and kuna this restaurant in Japan wana employ people with Down syndrome.
Yes.
Niliona, I was like, guy, from the manager to the waiters and the waitress and the clients was so patient with them. Now imagine, hiyo kitu ni bamba.
I think we can make a call to employers in this video.
Yeah.
Maybe for every young and sweet person,
especially for type 1s because they are young, they are productive na ndio wanajijenga.
Usinyime mtu job.
Do a campaign about this, about work with type 1s and the discrimination you are facing.
No, I have a better idea. Yeah. Okay, another idea, not a better one, but another one. Maybe unaona ile swali yako ya if you have to decide the kind of job that you want to do, that to put into consideration. Maybe watu kama uko kwa ile field inataka energy, inatumia energy sana, mjengo nini ingine, pia watu watatu sports watu watatu because kuna kwangana ile story, msiangalie tatu yangu la kwanza because kuna watu kwa still episode season 1 tulikuwa tunaongelea about watu kukua hawataki ufanyiwe tatu na mtu mwenye hana tatu. There was that conversation, so maybe watu wanaweza tuambia hapo chini kwa comment section.
Let's keep the conversation going. Let's tuendelee na conversation. Tell us about your experience
and your job, the one that you're doing.
Let's keep the conversation going. Comment the bad and the good experience you as a type 1 at your workplace. So I guess this was a good discussion. Yes.
I think
hata yezi isha because kama you are having a good environment at this particular job will change, you might get a bad experience. So I don't know, I guess we should make a call. It
should be like an ongoing conversation. That's it. Tunawambia comment hapo chini. You never know, maybe your comment may inspire someone, may give someone the will to live and to push harder.
Yes.
And also people need to realize type 1s is not only for kids. They grow up to be,
I mean, we grew.
Yeah, they grow up to be people and everything. So it's high time, like it's now people need to face it like head on. As much as it's the smaller percentage of people living with diabetes, but they're still people, they're still lives, and they're still ambitious and doing wonderful things in their workplaces. So it's just high time we face the reality. True. We go out there, we give the correct information, and also starting even with schools. If you find like you can, as a person living with diabetes, you have been called to a school for a career day, please go give your experience. Kama utapata that one child living with diabetes, that's a wonderful life that will grow to do wonderful things. So still, let's make it a call to employers, advocate for ourselves, and also now go a step back to schools. I don't know if you can do an episode on schools. I don't know how it will go, but also go back to school. And that, like Josephine said, she was diagnosed when still a child. Like if she had someone to look up to at that point, be that someone.
Yes, be that someone. I love that. Josephine, tukafunge parting shot.
I still feel like this discussion tunaweza discuss till kesho.
Tunaweza kuwa na segment ingine.
But again, thank you, Jane.
So guys, we will share the link to the website so that you will learn more about this campaign. And also we have small cards, zinaitwa the Pass It Along cards, that we have messages, different messages to advocate about type 1, to advocate about diabetes. And so guys, as a way of supporting Young and Sweet podcast, but sisi bado ni watoto wadogo, please, you can buy our merchandise. We have the t-shirts, we have the hoodies. We will share on all our social media platforms so that you can purchase for yourself, for your loved ones, and as a way of supporting us. Do you understand? Yeah, I know you understand. Anyway, guys, it's been a good one. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms at Young and Sweet Podcast. And yes, so we want to say a big thank you to Jane for coming and for honoring our invite.
Tumewa plug therapist.
Sisi ndo plug. Sisi ndo sifuna. Thank you so much for coming, for honoring our invitation. And guys, remember to feel free to reach out to her in case you need someone to talk to, and to also thank our sponsors. Our sponsor of this episode, that is Neuron Health. We will share the link to their website so that you'll learn more about Neuron Health. But what I can say is, at Neuron Health is where knowledge moves. So with that, it's been a good one. See you on the next episode, guys. And as always, the Diabetes Marathon
continues.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.